Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with a quick update for ThePannersPan. I've been using these products a good amount of times. The progress maybe isn't exactly what I hoped it would, but I'm happy enough considering I have actually used them regularly. So let's take a quick look at them. Starting off with my Da Vinci Cosmetics Pigment. This one I have used an additional 24 times. I used it 260 times already before, so a total of 284 uses. Still have mainly been using this in my inner corner. I have a pinkish shade in my pen as eyeshadows that I'm using on my lid, so this one doesn't really end up being chosen for that when I have a chance to put something like that, or have a chance. I feel like putting a pinkish shade on my lid. But this has consistently been in my inner corner. I think I already said that. So it's moving just really slowly, and I was not able to mark it once again. We're, I think, past the halfway point though. So hopefully it will become easier and easier to actually make progress, but this month was not it, even though I had 24 uses. Anyway, moving on to my Yves Saint Laurent lipstick. In this nice bright and orange color. I haven't used it loads over the last month. I've used it 4 times. Used it 35 times before, so 39 in total right now. I made the tiniest bit of visible progress. But it's been really rainy, sadly enough, over the last month. And when it's raining, I don't know, I just didn't feel like wearing this. I'm also making really good progress on the other lipstick that I'm working on and wearing right now. And just the fact that I see all the progress happening there and have a feeling that I might be able to roll it out like in the next 2-3 months makes me really want to gravitate towards that a little bit more as well. So yeah, 4 times for this one. But when summer or spring or whatever actually comes around, I'm expecting to use this a lot more, possibly even fall, but I'm kind of hoping it will be done by then, but we'll see. So yeah, that's that one. Concealer. I have used my MAC concealer 24 times as well. Basically every time I'm wearing makeup, I'm using my Dejavous pigment and I'm using my MAC concealer. And I have made a similar amount of progress on this one again. You can see better in the close-up. Getting really close to the bottom, and when you look at it, you might assume it's 1 more month and then I could be done with this. But my expectation is it's going to be 2 months because I'm going to take out the stopper, and my experience tells me that there's always a good amount left. So I definitely think it's going to be at least 2 months before this one rolls out. My additional 24 uses brings me to a total of 177 uses on this one right now. Gives you a good estimate of how long it takes me to get through a concealer. I'd say probably like about a year of product in one of these for me. Then we have my NYX pigments. I have used this a lot as well. I'm wearing it today on the inner part of my lid with a green and a brown and my darkish burgundy eggplant type shade for my palette as well on the outside. This one I have used 10 times over the last month. I wasn't using it loads at the start, so I felt like, oh gosh, my product progress isn't going to be amazing. But we're not even officially on the 1st yet, which is kind of around the time that I like to update this one normally. And I've already used it 10 times, so still did pretty well there. I've used it 31 times before, yep, so 41 times in total now. We've made some okay progress, but for some reason these 10 uses did not make it possible for me to make a new mark, even though I was able to make a nice new mark last time and we're getting to the smaller parts. But yeah, it is what it is. I will keep using it. I'm definitely making nice progress on this guy, and I'm really happy to be properly using it because that has been a struggle with this one for some reason for a really long time. But I think it helps that a lot of the shades that I have left in my pan palette are more cool toned. So whenever I do want some warmth in my looks, it is very easy to like take this one, put that on the inner part of my lid, and then even if I'm putting on a blue on the outside, the yellow still makes it like kind of warm and more wearable for me. So figured out a good way to use this one and incorporate it a lot, which is nice. And then lastly, we have Robbery, which is a shade in this Vice palette right here. And Robbery is this one right here. I have used that one 5 times, which usually is my goal. So I went 5 times and then I played around with some other stuff. Definitely a little bit of a dip starting to form in here right now. You can definitely see I've used it, so that is exciting. I know it's going to take me a good while longer before I pan on it. Definitely expecting to need about double the amount of uses of what I've done so far. So I've got 20 uses in total right now with the additional 5. Definitely assuming it's going to be another 20 at least to get to pan on this one when I look at like the pans that are already in there and the dip that I'm seeing for this one. But it's a nice shade because like it looks like more cool tone, but there is a little bit of a golden sheen in here as well, which works really well for me because I do like my warmer colors a little bit better. And this, even though it looks really cool toned, it still has a bit of warmth to it, so I'm happy enough with that. I do like using this one, but it's not my main focus because my Pandas eyeshadows and Panda palette always are more front of mind for me. I need to remember that this one is actually in a project, but most of the time I will manage to kind of, when I wrap up, when I film my Pandas eyeshadows, which is around the 20th. This one I'm filming around the start of a new month, so always gives me 10 days to remember to use this one when I'm checking kind of like what is the next thing I'm gonna be filming after this. So yeah, I think I forgot to mention all the panners. This one is in here for Alexy, from Alexandra Josten. This one is in here for Rebeca from Panning and Stuff. Then I've got this one, the concealer, in here for Steph Lyons. This one is in here for Jessica. And this one is in here for Elisabeth Christensen. So yes, that is it. Now for next time, I'm kind of hoping I can at least take out the stopper for this one, which then hopefully will tell me that I will have this finished in 2 months from now. That would be nice. Apart from that, I'm gonna go and try and use the pigments a nice amount of times. Try and use the lipstick a little bit more. If the weather will cooperate, then I might feel like wearing it a little bit more as well. And I want to get at least 5 uses on Robbery, see where we can get. So probably no rollouts next time, but hopefully I'm setting myself up for a rollout the month after. So that is it for today. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope to see you in one of my next videos. Bye bye!